My parents gave my sister the house she deserved, then texted me to pay the mortgage. I replied, ask the owner. 2 days later, their lawyer called me panicking. The text came at 9:47 p.m. Mortgage due tomorrow. Send $800. Now that Danielle owns the house, she'll need your support. I was sitting in my 2014 Honda Accord outside the community center, where I counsel families facing foreclosure for $45,000 a year. My family constantly jokes about my broke nonprofit life and my sad little apartment. What they don't know, I've been rich for 10 years. I stared at that text, then at the email above it from my accountant. Current portfolio value, $23.1 million. 3 hours earlier, I'd heard everything through their living room wall. I'd stopped by to drop off books Mom wanted. The door was unlocked, so I walked in. We're giving the house to Danielle, Dad said. She deserves it. She's starting a family. Steven's 32 and still single, Mom added. What would he do with a 4-bedroom house? My sister squealed. We can finally get that outdoor kitchen. They'd had a party. There was cake. Nobody told me they were giving away my house. The house I'd been secretly paying for since I was 22. Here's what happened. 10 years ago, Dad got fired for approving loans for friends against policy. 3 months later, my parents faced foreclosure. They came to me crying, needing $42,000. I just sold my algorithm to a fintech startup for $150,000, but I didn't give them cash. I knew they'd blow through it in 6 months. Instead, I created Cascade Holdings, LLC, anonymous ownership. I bought their mortgage for $187,000, became their lender. For 10 years, I paid their mortgage every single month. Sometimes they remembered to send me the payment, sometimes they didn't. They thought I was barely surviving. They had no idea about my Tesla in storage, my paid-off condo with city views, or the 4 companies I'd built and sold. I lived poor because it was easier than explaining, easier than watching them treat me differently. But now, staring at Mom's text, something clicked. They just transferred the deed without telling their lender. I texted back, ask the owner. Then I called my attorney, Patricia. Send the acceleration notice tonight. They have 30 days to pay $247,600 in full or face foreclosure. Steven, this is your family, she warned. Send it. The notice arrived at 9:33 a.m. Signed by Dad. By noon, I had 17 missed calls. At 2:30 p.m., a lawyer called. Mr. Holloway, I'm calling about the acceleration notice. We believe it's fraudulent. It's not fraudulent, I said. I'm Stephen Holloway. I'm also the principal owner of Cascade Holdings. I'm their lender. Have been for 10 years. They just gave away my property without permission. Silence. Then, Jesus Christ, this is a family matter, isn't it? Not anymore. They have 30 days. That evening, Dad called from a borrowed number. Some company is calling our entire loan, $250,000. You have to help us. I can't call them, Dad, because I can't call myself. Cascade Holdings is me. I bought your mortgage when you were facing foreclosure. I've been paying it for 10 years. You just transferred my property to Danielle without asking. I heard him drop the phone, heard Mom scream in the background. 3 days later, all 4 of them showed up at my condo. When I opened the door, Mom's face went white. My place was 1,800 square feet with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking downtown Portland, worth $1.2 million. Not exactly a sad little apartment. Dad's voice cracked. Please, we'll do anything. Just don't take the house. I looked at the family who'd spent 10 years making fun of my car, my job, my life, who'd never once said thank you for 247 mortgage payments. The house is yours, I said. I'm forgiving the debt. The mortgage is paid in full. It belongs to Danielle, just like you wanted. Relief flooded their faces. I'm also cutting you off completely. No more money. No more emergency calls. You wanted Danielle to have everything. She can have it, including the responsibility. Dad stood up furious. We made one mistake and you're abandoning your family? You didn't make one mistake. You made 120 months of mistakes. Every time you forgot to pay and I covered it. Every joke about my car. Every time you valued her over me. I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm just done being your bank. I walked to the door. Family helps family, right? So help each other. You have the house. You have each other. You'll be fine. 6 months later, they sold the house for $740,000 and moved into a condo. Last week, Danielle texted from a new number. Dad had a heart attack. He's asking for you. Please call. I deleted the message. Because here's what I learned. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away. They got their house. I got my boundaries. We both got exactly what we deserved.